Hi there, my name is Ronald Coase. I'm CBDO in Foreign Two Solutions, and I am project lead in TRUSTFOOD project. And today with us is Roman Kravchenko, is the CEO of Foreign Two Solutions. And topic of our current meeting is TRUSTFOOD, details about the project, our role in the project, our view about this activity, about what is under the hood in TRUSTFOOD and where we are going for. So, Roman, the floor is yours today. And the first question, could you please briefly introduce yourself and your role in the TRUSTFOOD project?
Okay, thank you for introduction. Do you see my presentation? I will show some slides today. Okay. Hello, colleagues. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Lenny, for introduction. My name is Roman Kravchenko. I'm CEO of Foreign Solutions, and also I'm blockchain expert currently involved in TRUSTFOOD project. So today we'll organize some kind of interview and try to understand a few important topics within the main foundation of TRUSTFOOD project. So yeah.
Sounds good. And can you tell what is the main idea behind the TRUSTFOOD project, and why is it particularly relevant for the food sector in Europe and globally today?
Okay, yeah, thank you for questions. So as our company many years involved in building, development, engineering, industrial blockchain platforms for green fintech, green energy, and sustainable value chain, we were glad to involved in this TRUSTFOOD project, and this TRUSTFOOD project is 3 years initiative under the Digital Europe program, and TRUSTFOOD aiming to upskill and reskill the workforce, particularly SME owners, managers, and industrial experts in the agri-food sector. So the main goal of TRUSTFOOD to develop the highly practical educational program and courses within concept of providing the knowledge on how experts in agri-food sector can use and apply blockchain and different digital technologies for trusted food supply chains and to transform supply chains. TRUSTFOOD involved a lot of participants from different countries like Greece, Netherlands, Ukraine, and so on. And the main practical goal of this project, in addition to educational tools, is to develop e-learning platform like Coursera, but focusing on very narrow topic on using blockchain and different DLT related topics for agri-food supply chain transformation. And so today we'll discover one of the topic within the few educational models under the TRUSTFOOD program.
Thank you so much for detailed explanation. And I propose to talk about digitalization of food supply chains in general. And Roman, one simple question. As per your mind, what are the main challenges facing modern food supply chains, particularly in terms of transparency, trust, and sustainability?
Okay, yeah.
Can you
As
provide some ideas?
yeah, as agri-food sector is like crucial for people and for planet, like because it's like the main needs for all people, food and forest products. So the resilience and sustainability of agri-food supply chain is the key topic, especially after like COVID events and the impact of COVID on the like disruption of the supply chain. So we can recognize few challenges. First of all, this lack of transparency, because agri-food supply chain is often too difficult to provide the origin of food and like the conditions of food products through the whole supply chain. The second challenge is trust deficit, because many stakeholders involved in different stakeholders involved in agri-food supply chain. And today, without transparent data, consumers and regulators and businesses produce and supply the food and forest products like find too hard to verify different claims regarding the quality of product, regarding the sourcing, regarding the origin of products. So today we have very like fragmented data systems, and this the next challenge, because all information systems inside the agri-food supply chain very fragmented, and that's why we can't like get the one point of trust for all stakeholders, for all participants in the agri-food supply chain. And the like more new topics, the sustainability pressures and sustainability regulations. Is from one side, is pressure for companies and businesses. From one side, from another side, it's like the new opportunity to rethink and rebuild the principles and business process inside the specific firms and companies, and more wide across the whole supply chain of agri-food in our agri-food sector.
Sounds good. And in the same moment, how blockchain technologies can help to face these challenges? What are the main advantages of compared to traditional system in this case?
Okay, yes, thank you. Thank you for good questions. Like a blockchain, like provide the few unique benefits comparing with traditional centralized system. So thanks for shared and immutable principles of the ledgers and execution transaction across network, for example, in supply chain. Blockchain delivers transparency, so all stakeholders can access the reliable and near the real-time data and about the condition of product that like producing right now or distributing right now, and providing like decision making based on this reliable data and insights. Also, this like the next benefit is improved trust. So thanks to blockchain, blockchain can eliminate the need of like blind trust between participants, and like proof and guarantee the transaction between stakeholders will execute in immutable and transparent way. And as a result, we can achieve the reducing of transaction costs or different operation costs, and this like main benefit based on economic approach as part of Ronald Coase transaction cost theory. And like main challenge right now for all sectors, especially agri-food, is changing the principles of data and asset management and production of agri-food products. So we need to guarantee that in the future agri-food companies will continue to deliver products worldwide despite this like disruption of current supply chain, and also blockchain, by providing like trustful layer, can open new opportunities to attract capital and funding from investors who today who need reliable information and data for data-enabled investment decision. So like blockchain is the core technology that can transform and help to face these current challenges in the agri-food sector.
Yes, and as a like logical step forward, let's talk about transaction cost economics, and especially about Ronald Coase theory. And Roman, as per your mind, why has Ronald Coase's theory of transaction costs proven especially useful for understanding transformation in food supply chains?
Okay, yeah, got a question. We need to understand that blockchain just the technology, but this technology, as I mentioned before, it's like has a unique properties, and this technology, the idea of creating and building blockchain, different technologies and platforms based on the first of all economic foundation from one side. From another side, the current challenges, we can't understand and recognize current challenges by using like traditional classic economic approach. So we need like a totally new theory to understand the current problems like in different sectors, especially in agri-food. And economic and new institutional economics is the new chapter of economic theory. And Ronald Coase was like the father and key scientist, British scientist, who describe the main principles of why and like the provide the theory of transaction costs and provide the economic foundation to understand why firms and markets and institutional structures exist. And in this context of supply food chains, this theory particularly useful because the story explains the hidden transaction cost associated with market exchanges, such research of reliable partners for economic interactions, negotiating contracts, ensuring product quality, and aligning with the regulation needs. Like all these topics was described in few papers of Ronald Coase and the next generation of scientists like Oliver Williamson, Douglas North. So this theory and the concept of transaction cost, the cost of resources utilized for creation, maintenance, use, and change of institutional organizations. This cost is one of the key challenge of all complex economic systems, and the goal of this transaction cost theory to understand the structure and the taxonomy of specific transaction costs in the specific market, and provide the way how we can reduce or even eliminate some types of transaction cost. And as a result, by applying this like framework, Ronald Coase theory, we can reduce this transaction cost and through better coordination, automation, and transparent data sharing. And this dramatically enhance the efficiency and the capitalization of all assets across agri-food supply chain.
And Roman, if you talk in sense of blockchain technology, can you provide some details about what types of costs can be significantly reduced through the implementation of blockchain-based digital platforms? If you talk in sense of Ronald Coase's theory of transaction cost.
Okay, yeah. The main idea of Ronald Coase transaction theory that and like Ronald Coase proved that internal or intra-firm or intra like cluster in transaction cost less than external or in market transaction cost. There are few approaches how we can get taxonomy of this transaction cost, but the main types is first the search and information costs, or more simple information cost. So this cost in finding someone with whom we can and we want to trade, and this cost of searching for product sellers, buyers, and the cost of getting information on pricing quality of the product. And as we see, it's very crucial for agri-food sector. This next type is contracting cost. So cost of striking bargain, setting up and carrying out the contract. And by using blockchain and special smart contracts, it's fully autonomous types of digital use these types of contracting costs. As a result, we can also reduce monitoring costs. So, like the cost of ensuring that the terms of the contract have been met, and this cost of enforcing bargain, because based on smart contracts, we can describe and define as the key conditions of the contracts and interaction, and guarantee that all participants will get all guarantee all claims within these contracts, and this adaptation costs. So different making changes during the life on contract, and by like transparent mechanism provided by blockchain, we can build the mechanism of achieving consensus regarding adaptation costs without any intermediaries, just like within the interaction between, for example, two or few counterparties involved in contract. And blockchain provide like as more principles and technology provide few components to ensure that Coase theorem will like work by guarantee the open and competitive information on the market by using such approach as open DAO, and by providing free access to market information to solve the problem of information asymmetries. Blockchain also the main benefits like this guarantee of property rights for all participants, and reducing the transaction cost based on different Web3 or blockchain protocols. So we can reduce or even eliminate some key transaction costs.
As per my mind, it's obvious to discuss digital economic platforms as a next step. And Roman, what is a techno-economic platform in the context of managing food supply chains? What functions does it perform?
Okay, yeah. Techno-economic platform, or we can name this digital economic platform, this new type of technology approach, a new type of platforms after like data management platform, because techno-economic platform is digital infrastructure that automates the core functions traditionally performed by institutions, such as property right management, as we described it before, transaction verification, and enforcements of agreements. So these new types of platforms that's focusing not only on data management, but on the next layer, on the top of data management, on asset management and value management. So by using digital economic platforms, we can like digitize the functions of institutions in some market. In our use case, it's like the market of agri-food, different markets of agri-food sectors, and these platforms provide a few benefits. This coordination of transaction between all participants in transparent and trustful way. This ensure trust for all components of transactions, economic transactions. This aligning this with the regulations and compliance to make sure that we recognize and define the conditions of how our transaction can be executed, not only within the contracts and requirements of participants, stakeholders, but aligning with compliance, for example, regulation or certification within some country or specific markets. And like this result, outcome, we can achieve efficient asset management and efficient value management, reducing finally the price on the goods for end consumer.
And as per your mind, what role does an institutional engineer play in creation and governance of such digital ecosystems?
Yeah, okay. So institutional engineers, some new profession and new expertise. It's a combination of different skills, like technology, economic, and the knowledge of how the law system execute, and understanding the structure, institutional structure of the specific market. So institutional engineer design, develop, and manages this digital economic platforms that replicate or improve traditional institutional function through the digital technology, like blockchain or some combination with digital twins, data spaces, and so on. And institutional engineer focusing on define the governance rules, is one of the key and first questions. First question of like implementation digital platform for economic interaction. Also, institutional engineer like define incentivization model and a consensus model inside the to execute economic transaction between all stakeholders, all participants. And as like result, the main role to maintain after like implementation and launching the platform, to maintain the integrity and scalability, because we need to solve this problem of fragmented data and asset systems that we facing now in agri-food sector. So it's one of the key role today in rethinking and redesigning the current institutional and technological economic infrastructure.
I agree with you, and if you don't mind, we can move to some practical side from theory. And question to you: could you share some examples of successful cases or projects that demonstrate the real-world application of blockchain solutions in the agri-food sector?
Okay, as a well-known example, well-recognized, this platform from IBM, this Food Trust platform, as blockchain, also blockchain platform connecting growers, processors, and wholesalers, distributors, and retailers, all stakeholders within agri-food supply chain, and like to deliver traceability, transparency, and trust for supply chain. It's one of the flagman platform. Also, we can describe in more details, and we prepared the framework of design of value management machine or fintech economic platform based on 3 layers, and on the first layer, foundation, the platform's hardware layer, the layer there are some smart things, machines or devices generate and provide us the source of data and information. On the next layer, software layer, we can apply digital twins, different Internet of Things application networks to collect, process the data from the first layer and provide the recommendation for decision making. And on the next layer, we can execute economic transaction based on the data insights from the second layer. And this machine also two-sided has two-sided interaction, two-way interaction, because from the third intangible layer, so the layer of execution, transaction, and management the assets, we provide the control signal and management to the first layer, and we can optimize, for example, the production of agri-food products based on the market information, based on current conditions and of demand, current condition of different market aspects like the price on carbon emissions and so on, or some changes on the regulation. We can include these data-enabled components of the control signal that manage all components of this economic platform. And based on this theory, our company now building the platform, this Electrodo, and the goal of Electrodo is bring together the industrial SMEs in different sectors, and we started from agri-food sectors and investors. And this platform provides data management and asset management mechanism to execute transactions between different stakeholders in the agri-food value chain, and provide the data information for investment investment decisions for investors. And as a key step of implementation of our platform, we successfully implemented the IFO-Trust experiment, named blockchain for ESG, and we demonstrate how blockchain can deliver all these benefits that was described today during our interview. And in this project was involved participants and partners from Ukraine and Spain. This was the program consortium, and together with all participants, we delivered the digital platform, and like more important, we delivered data space that provide the digital infrastructure of trusted data and asset sharing and management. And this was an example how we can apply blockchain technology in a very practical way to solve the problem of data and asset fragmentation across the value chain, provide a layer of trust and guarantee, ensure the aligning with contracts and agreement between all participants, including also the aligning with ESG compliance, because in this project, first of all, we are focusing on collecting, processing, and sharing the ESG data that we need to execute economic transaction. And like as final result, also this project was recognized by Interreg Europe program as one of the best practices, regional best practices, applying to industrial clusters. And it's only the first steps to deliver this platform to like agri-food sector.
Okay, and I want to remind that TRUSTFOOD is educational platform, and let's talk about some upskilling and reskilling. And Roman, can you share with us what specific skills do participants of the TRUSTFOOD courses acquire, particularly those related to blockchain in food supply chains?
Yeah, as we try to understand today that these approaches like of building new types of economic platforms required the new skills. So that's why TRUSTFOOD project delivers very important and contribute to very important topic of upskilling and reskilling. And participants of TRUSTFOOD courses can develop a combination of technical, economic, and compliance regulations skills, and like by involving in TRUSTFOOD educational e-learning platform, participant can understand the fundamentals of blockchain technology and its application for specific application for data and asset management in agri-food sector, understand how apply blockchain in the best way to solve all types of issues from like data fragmentation to align with compliance. One of the key topic of TRUSTFOOD courses is providing the knowledge of ESG regulation, ESG integration, and different sustainability frameworks, and as a result, participants and students of users of e-learning platform can identify, understand how they can reduce transaction cost in specific agri-food related system.
Okay, and based on that, what new opportunities are emerging for SMEs in the agri-food sector, thanks to projects like TRUSTFOOD?
Yeah, by combination, this these unique educational models, SMEs owners and managers can get new opportunities and open access to new markets by understanding how we can rebuild our current business process and production processes, focusing on reducing transaction costs, focusing on aligning with new types of regulation, from like some certification, some specific certification, to this ESG regulations. It's also cost optimization, because TRUSTFOOD educate TRUSTFOOD project educates how SMEs can build more resource efficient and like production system with a high performance. For example, by energy efficiency management, by resource planning, by implementing the components of circular economy and circular production in the business process. And it's also focusing on the more wide topics of resilience and sustainability. It's one of the key challenges are facing now in the agri-food sector due that all these events starting from COVID to the war in Ukraine, Europe. So it's like now our current situation, our current condition, in which our agri-food supply chain executing right now.
Okay, and if we talk about, it was how to say, it was a very good talk about TRUSTFOOD and about transactional cost area, and as a conclusions, how do you see the future of digital food supply chains in the next 5-10 years?
Yeah, I think we can talk about maybe 10 or more wide horizon. And we can see current like system transformation of agri-food supply chain, and the final destination that we can manage the agri-food sector as the single firm. So all companies will be as the like companies inside the big economic holding, and this will be our like destination and our goal to build such very efficient economic system based on institutional economic models, because as a result of implementation of this story, we can achieve economic equilibrium in agri-food sector.
Okay, and the last but not the least message, what would you advise students and professionals who are just beginning to explore digital technologies in the food sector?
Yeah, it's like not like educational advice, but more like maybe mental advice. Try to change like thinking mindset. It's very usual advice, but it's important in our current topic. Because now we are facing with such challenges that we didn't face before. So first of all, we need to change mindset, understand that like our legacy and traditional approach doesn't work today, and that's why we need to be we need new skills, and the main issue that we need the foundation layer. We need to understand not how some technology works or doesn't work, and how we can apply some technology. But first of all, we need to understand the foundation, like how institutions execute in the specific market, what is types of transactions we executing right now, what the needs of all stakeholders, like stakeholders starting from producers to consumers, and even like more specific and unusual stakeholders like local communities, how we impact on these all types of stakeholders. And that's why we need to get students and the next age professionals need to be aligned with like new economical models, technological approach, and more important is understanding the institutional structure of current market, specific market, or more wide, like specific sector, like agri-food.
Okay. I guess we can roll up. Thank you,
Okay.
Roman, for your time and for your insights. And
Yes, thank
let's
you.
move forward.
Thank you, Leonid. Yeah, thank you.